What's good, everyone? It's nice to be back, and I've come bearing the gift of video games. We're treading back to new gen, retro boomer shooter territory, and we got a little something called Iron Fury up tonight. 2019 release, labeled is a prequel to the 2016 video game smash hit Bombshell. Now, I know what a bombshell is from secondhand info mostly. Wasn't that game kinda bad? Like, really bad? From what I understand, it was supposed to be Duke Nukem with a female lead, which is kind of funny because eventually Duke got into the game despite some legal issues between 3D Realms and Gearbox. But Iron Fury here is a tale of its own because it's built on the build engine. It's a nice little linguistic slip for you. Build on the build engine. An updated version of it, to be exact, Ken Silverman's, and apparently it's the first game in 20 years to utilize this tech. So, yeah, a blast from the past and current times. What's up, Dine? I see you up on that Mikhail Kawase grind again, friendo. Any progress in getting more good with the speedruns? So before I actually boot up the game and we see what all the fuss is about, there is a little tangent I would like to go on about because I mentioned some legal issues regarding Bombshell. Well, Iron Fury has a tale of its own. Now, this game used to be called Iron Maiden, and you might think to yourself, Iron Maiden? Well, that's obviously a pun pertaining to a very famous UK metal band, and you would be correct. Thing is, they didn't take kindly to that homage. No, sir. They straight up filed a lawsuit against Voidpoint, the dev of Iron Fury, well, Iron Maiden back then, telling them this won't fly. Stop what you're doing. In May 2019, it was announced that the band Iron Maiden would be suing Free Realms, okay, not Voidpoint, but the parent company slash publisher, for $2 million for the misappropriation and use of virtual identical imitation of the Iron Maiden trademark. Free Realms quickly responded on Twitter, stating that these frivolous claims anyone who has played Iron Maiden would find more over the top than Shelley's Loverboy, his signature 80-round triple-barrel revolver. The lawsuit claims that Iron Maiden has the same look and feel to the Android/iOS game Iron Maiden Legacy of the Beast, previously released on July 5th, 2016. Right, right about that. So what this claim, alleged claim, implies is that this game right here, which, remember, mobile title, looks identical. That's what we're saying here. Yeah, same game. No, it's totally bullshit. Whoever filed this lawsuit, I don't think even skim through the surface level of the game. But it doesn't stop here. There's more juicy bits. It also lists several other similarities, including the name Iron Maiden, well, which I just mentioned. It's a simple pun. I mean, the font used for the game title, the main character, Shelley Bombshell Harrison and Steve Harrison. It's a stretch, but I kinda can see it. The skull symbol and the Eddie character were several of the allegedly similar elements cited in the lawsuit were present in the previous Relapse game Bombshell. So which raises the point, why wasn't that a problem before? But in the end, no one likes to go into court with a well-renowned band, so they just decided it would be simpler to avoid any legal hassle, and just call the name Iron Fury instead. But still, I find this whole situation surprising because it's not like the band Iron Maiden are alien to the video game industry. Besides this little mobile tie-in to their album, they had a old ass FPS game, Ed Hunter, released back in the day. So I don't know what the problem is. Is it really just the band members being a bunch of boomers, or did someone jump the gun in their PR department? It could really go both ways, but I'd like to believe that the band themselves were kind of ignorant about the whole issue. It's even more so interesting thinking about how you've got Power Slave, another old ass game that's getting a remaster now, and the very name of that is straight up a homage to another Iron Maiden album under the same title. Because one of them thought to themselves, "Hey, this sounds kind of cool. How about we slap that on our game?" And there were never any problems because of that. Oh well, that's life for you, I guess. So now, let's jump into the action and see how well EO Build Legend holds up to today's standards. Now, straight off the bat, I can already tell you that the style screen has soul, and that main theme right here kinda slaps. Oops. Let's get this little guy here. Kind of a banger. If this is any indication of the video game OST as a whole, then I'm kind of optimistic. Fire difficulty, I kinda like challenging mode for veterans, so ultra violence, your standard mid-high difficulty. Okay, I kinda saw an Eddie there, which is still a stretch, but a very Eddie-like character. Eddie at home. Alright, going for a little comic book-esque style narrative. I can dig that.
You're lucky I can't fit a grenade launcher in my bag.
Okay, so we're stealing up straight up the Duke Nukem 3D intro sequence. Nice. It's 3D realm, so I'll let it slide. But it's very pretty to look at. You would never see a color scheme this intense back in the day, with how much modern day fidelity allows. Also, if even any dev tried to pull off a stunt like that, this game would be lagging like hell, because the original build engine will be hella choking right now. Maranax Infirmox.
Dance, fucker, dance. Oh yeah.
So it has come to my attention that Frosty, our good friend of the bad kind, does not take kindly to the main female lead's voice lines. I wonder if it's because of her southern accent. I wonder if it hits a little too close to come for him.
Never trust a machine.
Nice! Interactable vending machines. Lightstone. Biomens. Major Striver. As much as a crackhead for synthwave inspired fonts, this is a little tip on my eyes. Also, Castlevania Monster Bash. Not interactable, unfortunately. Coffee shop. Okay, that's a little too much on the nose. But hey, we got straight up. That does not say what I think it does. C-O-C-K? Bruh.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, let's be honest, not every VA can be John St. John, with his incredible range and the ability to make the tamiest character possible lovable. I'm just glad that he's still able to find employment, despite the king himself running on hard times. I don't think we're getting another good Duke Nukem game or any at all in the foreseeable future. Which is a shame. Caleb from Broad is sadly in the same boat as well, but he's been taking it a little more gracefully, due to the fact that his franchise is just kinda collecting dust. It hasn't been forced upon us like Duke. So I think a modern day Blood would have an easier time redeeming the stinkiness of Blood 2, as opposed to the baggage the Duke IP is carrying. I was half expecting goodies in the toilet because it's a trope of its own, but hey, there's that build engine mirror reflection. That's a good character model. Bacon. Badu. The police. I do have an alt fire, which is essentially Panda Hammer. It's high noon.
Again, asshole. One good spill deserves another. Your blood for my brain.
Okay, that's a little more company than expected. What's the quick save button? Let me run through that real quick. F6. Sometimes it says 5, which gets me a little confused. Wait. F6 for quick saving, F9 for loading. 6-9. Hmm? Hmm? They're just piling up on the easy jokes, eh? The low-hanging fruit, if you will.
Say my name.
I've only been playing for like 5 minutes and I'm already out of ammo. Practically. Better scour the area for collectibles. See, with the Doom engine, those kind of fancy explosions wouldn't be possible. Well, maybe with a little bit of coding tricks, but usually it's kind of outside the scope. Oh, stun baton.
I've got a present for you.
Well, getting that guy close and personal might be a little tricky. Or not. Kinda reliable, in fact. Anything else I can pick up? More health, lovely. I'm gonna have to get used as to what's what in the game, because pickups are kind of hard to see. Like, I actually have to pay attention to my surroundings, find health and ammo. Cyber Outlaw. Now that's a synthwave album cover right there. The good stuff.
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
Okay, there's our map. Now, if I know my build engine game as well, and trust me, playing enough Blood and Duke Nukem 3D will do that to you, I half expect some extent of backtracking. I just hope it doesn't go to the point of later Blood campaigns where they put half invisible switches in places difficult to
Like the way you die.
make out from the rest of the environment. Okay, that's neat. Every weapon has an alt fire mode.
Nice. This is my boomstick.
Disperser. There we go. Shotgun on the very first level. Why?
Nice.
I don't mind. Okay. So far I haven't spotted anything that immediately strikes me as this could lead to a secret area. Maybe I have to mash E more on the textures. Like here. Taco Bell. Yummy. I told you all. They're basically flying meatballs. Got a lot of beef on them. Does the shotgun have an alpha? Doesn't look like it. But it does. Pack a punch. Yeah. Feels pretty good so far. Fast-paced combat. Only have 2 firearms with me, but my initial impression is they're satisfying to use. If this was any other game, then me shooting that dude from up here would barely scratch him. That was like full-on Doom sniping. Okay. I see we're really going with that. Sugar is bad propaganda. Oh. Oh. I see. Take who this right on cue. Just right up your alley, dude. Winners don't use drugs. Now that's a throwback and a half. Trying to snipe that guy, but he's being a little ass about it. Oh, I might have been hitting the electric pole. Nice stadium. Yeah. Kinda. I mean, the architecture is nice to look at. certainly feels cyberpunk-esque, which, after fantasy, that's my second favorite theme in media. It's probably why it was such a thrill to go back to Syndicate, just because it does that mixture of noir Blade Runner with classic cyberpunk well, and I wish there was more franchises that went for that kind of feel. You damn know well that those Syndicate trench coats that the Ancients wear, that's a good fit. I'd wear that every single day of my life if I could. Yes. Hold on. I actually used the trash bag to prop myself up. I was wondering if I had a high jump by default, or was that like the background elements helping me? I've mostly heard people talking about this game myself, with a lot of praise, because it's a good example of the new wave retro boomer shooter wave. I mean, you have to take it into account, it's endorsed by 3D Realms, one of the companies that started it all way back when. And Voidpoint is actually a group of people that I believe are prominent modders in the Duke Nukem community. So for them to band up and craft something like this, that's hell impressive. You need a yellow access keycard. There he is. Trusty, when I heard the Southern accent, I immediately remembered your complaints, and I smiled to myself thinking, is this what this man puts up with West Virginia every day? Offspring references. Oh, I see. A little disagreement on taste in music. Well, I mean, I'm neutral on Offspring, so even if it's a little on the nose or corny, then I can take it. But then again, maybe I've kind of been conditioned into having a higher tolerance for smartest protagonists, with Belial from Painkiller Overdose assaulting my eardrums every 5 minutes. And he does have some musical references of his own. Da, da, da. Another one bites the dust. Right. Clear out this little open bit here. So now let's try to find the correct way to go onwards. Little explanation bit of the build engine kicking in. So you boys just popped out of nowhere.
I never miss.
She never misses, boys. Those are straight up facts.
Sorry about the mess.
I already kind of dig this shotgun, both appearance-wise and its raw efficiency. And if the video game has a good shotgun, that's already a promising sign.
Nothing that laying down another beating can't solve.
Okay. Interesting little mechanic. Not dumb.
I spray, you pray.
Penetrator. Well, there's our Uzi. Standard equivalent of your machine gun of choice. Ah, it's got tracking projectiles, gotcha. So, no hit scanning on this one. So I'm getting sniped, Jesus. Ooh. Yo. 1 HP run, let's go.
I really needed that.
Nice gives. I enjoy very much. Portable medkit. Right, I should probably check upon the item configuration just so I know for future reference what's what. Medkit is M. I don't have this, don't I? Yeah. So that's our next primary objective, find the blue key card. So how's that Elden Ring, Frosty? How deep are you and what are your thoughts?
Sit down, little girl. This is your final warning.
What are you gonna do? Send me to my room?
I swear, if it's gonna do a jump scare on me... Oh no, worse. Trolling enemies. Alright, where's my bombs?
Boom!
Masterclass of open world design. Leave it to Fromsoft to make a type of game I hate. Good. So, how did you find the Witcher series?
Worthless consumer models. Gotcha.
Yo. Did that let him on fire? Freaking sweet.
Talk shit, get shot.
Yeah, I'm shooting incendiary rods. That's great. That wasn't great. Oh dear, where did it put me? Here. Oh, that's the first death of the playthrough.
Sit down, little girl. This is your final warning.
I can't blame you, Frosty,
What are you
because
gonna do? Send me to my room?
I already have maybe 20-30 hours into The Witcher 3, and I barely made any progress besides exploring and doing side stuff. Don't get me wrong, I like the environments, I like the attention to detail, but that kind of game development aspect surely feels overwhelming. Like, if you give me that much room to work with, I'm just gonna fuck around. Which is maybe why I've been putting off to coming back to the game this long. Maybe I need the right kind of mindset to be able to set certain goals for myself.
Nice.
Ooh, I can't hit him from here with my ult. That was some nice hacking through the wall, buddy. I get what you're saying. With the Witcher series, it's definitely impressive how they managed to get from 1 to 3. Quality and scope-wise, but I can't help but check out the feeling that this much of like world to work with, it's kind of a disservice to the game because, yeah, sure, you can technically do what you want, but if there's that much content for you to engage in, then you're kind of put into this guilt of, I might be actually missing on something good if I decide to strive through the story on its own. So we're like kind of mentally obligated to engage in as much as you can. I think that's all the baddies so far accounted for. I'd like to pick up this armor set. Should be simple. I believe, yeah, take this ladder, go to the locked door. Oh yeah, speaking of CD Projekt, I'm sure you guys have already read the news, but those guys and a few other big-time devs slash publishers like EA, Microsoft, they're straight up backing away from Russia, business-wise. Which kind of sucks because I have a few friends living there, and if you're just a regular citizen trying to live their lives, then it definitely hurts the consumer aspect of it. I get the political implications and trying to put pressure on the government that way by disgruntling the general population, but I don't know, something about it just rubs me the wrong way. Also, I would like to not take unnecessary damage if possible. How would I go about this again? I got the truck from there to there. Did I climb up here or something? I think I have. Owie. I'm probably missing a much more obvious way up. Ooh. That's a lot of armor I missed. It's true, I understand the reasoning behind it, but I cannot with peace of mind fully support the backlash. It's one thing trying to, like, aim the government responsible for this entire mess, but if it actually affects the populace as well, then it's kind of fucked up. It is, but at the same time, you cannot say for certain just how long the conflict is gonna last. That can take a bit. Ukraine has been putting up quite the resistance. Kiev has been holding up so far as I'm aware, so they're kind of a standstill for the moment. Oh, there you are.
Done when I say we're done.
I sincerely doubt that Russia would like to involve itself for a conflict that may take years to resolve. It's no secret that their military is in pretty bad shape, so to put extensive stress on it is gonna really backfire in the long run. Not outweighed by any territorial / economical gains they might obtain from this conflict, should they be the winning party. Although, let's be honest, there are no winners here. Everyone's suffering one way or another.
I really needed that.
However, I do appreciate any kind of charity that goes towards the cause.
Gotcha.
Like John Romero releasing a Doom level where all the donations will go to supporting the country.
It's time to make a splash.
11 secrets. When it comes to looking for hidden stashes, I find build engine to not be as intuitive as Doom, so let's not worry about that too much.
Dodge this. Nice.
Oh my, already prone. Into some heated action. Oh, hang on. Hang on. How do I dive deeper?
I really needed that.
I descend underwater. I don't think there's a specific key for it per se. First of all, let me hide here in a more secure spot. And from here on out, we can plan our moves.
Dodge this.
I really appreciate their visors being clearly noticeable even from far away. That's good game design. They could have just placed hit scanners. Like out of view completely.
Oh, I really needed that. The Putin machine.
Okay, I think that's it for the time being. Or not. There was an easier way to check the kill count and number of secrets. I'm pretty impressed so far. It looks good and feels good to play. That's the classic Quake grenade throwing sound. The classic Quake. In other video game related news, IB, that little indie horror game that I played a while ago, it's coming to Steam, and not only that, it's gonna get a remake. Now, bear in mind, having played the Yume Nikki one, ooh, I'm a little wary of remakes. Like that one kinda rubbed me off the wrong way. But from what I understand, this one isn't going to be as extensive gameplay wise. It's limiting itself to quality of life changes. Make it more pleasant to play from other standards. But even without that, I highly recommend checking out IB, especially now that it's gonna be on Steam, so no need to install any third-party stuff, just watch it straight from your Steam launcher.
Talk shit, get shot.
Never. I have no intention of finishing that game. The level I got stuck on just put me in such a bad mood.
Yum,
In fact,
yum.
it upset me to such an extent that it just spoiled whatever good the game had going for it. So it's for the best if we leave the playthrough
I never miss.
altogether. I mean, Lucifer did warn me. He was trying to stop me, but I didn't listen. I thought I knew better, and ooh boy. Ooh boy.
Well, this is headed in a familiar direction.
Yeah, no kidding. Find key card. Search for corresponding door. You know, I especially love video games that take potshots at themselves, but then persist in continuing the very same bad game design they're making fun of. Not saying that's necessarily gonna be an issue here. But that's always such a dick move.
Holy shit!
You know what I'm actually looking forward to playing? American McGee's Alice, which has finally come back home to Steam, where it belongs. Fuck EA. Thank you, Base McGee, for putting pressure on whichever kind soul in that freaking company to actually bring the series back on other platforms, instead of not only locking it to Origin, but also making it so the complete edition is region locked. I mean, it still kinda is, because you cannot technically purchase the complete edition of Madness Returns on Steam, but let's just say there's a way to get the OG Alice playing through your regular copy on Steam. And to that I say, based. EA can suck my cock. They are my arch nemesis for a reason. Right, so what are we doing here exactly? Ooh.
Say my name.
I may actually be desensitized to whatever one-liners Shelley is spouting, because I am not internally cringing, but again, maybe my good old pal Belial has conditioned me to improve my tolerance for insistent voice acting.
done when I say we're done.
The thing that I find great so far, every weapon has its use. There's a reason to go through your arsenal. Obviously, I've taken a liking to Mr. Shoddy because that's my go-to in every shooter. But the pistol, great sniping tool.
Worthless consumer models.
Machine gun has a fun gimmick. Grenades, well, they're grenades. They do their job.
Nice.
What's especially nice about the pistol is that it's got a really quick firing animation. Remember how in classic Doom, once you find the shotgun, then the pistol basically becomes obsolete unless you run out of ammo. And the way they kind of went about changing that, making the pistol a somewhat viable weapon, was giving it infinite ammo than they were Doom. I find increasing the
Dance, fucker, dance.
fire rate way more efficient. Right, there's our key card. Eyes on the prize.
Oh, just my size.
Oh man, I almost forgot to bring that up actually. Happy 100th birthday to Nosferatu. That was such an interesting movie to watch through in the group. Because I think it was a first for a lot of us back then. And honestly, it's just a great historical document, if anything, by now. I mean, it's, well, obviously by our standards today, more of a relic of a past. But still, you just gotta appreciate the effort they put into that way back when, with whatever limited technology they had at their disposal. And even then you can see some video editing tricks, as simple as they are. But you know what I did watch recently, since we're talking about horror flicks? Zombie Free. And that's my reaction exactly. Avoid it. It sucked. coming from the same director as Zombie 2, one of my all-time favorite Living Dead movies. It was just so jarring because, first of all, acting-wise, it's a campy B-grade movie, so there's gonna be a lot of quality acting and writing. But here's my main gripe with the movie. It has no consistency whatsoever. Apart from the zombie makeup sucking big time, because you know how in 2 at least they kinda try to cover up what the eye could not see, so you were not just under the impression that it's a dude wearing an elaborate mask. They do not give a single fuck in Zombie 3, so sometimes it just looks like regular people with a bunch of makeup slapped on. But besides that, the zombies in this movie, there is no rhyme and reason behind the way they act. Sometimes they're just violent people, capable of speech. Other times they lumber around. And you know that bit with the head popping out of the fridge of its own? There is no reasonable explanation for that happening, even though it's easily the one golden scene in this entire movie. The soundtrack was decent. The opening theme, pretty solid. Ooh. Maybe I just shouldn't stand close to them. Are there any movies you guys watched recently that would be worth checking out? To wash off the bad aftertaste, I was considering putting Phantasm on during the weekend, because Lord knows I need to dive into that series. Hell, that's a lot of persisting damage. Unless these drones have incendiary ammo. Men Behind the Sun. Doesn't ring a bell. What is it about? Try to sell me on it. Oops. See, now it's getting a little intense. These little floaty bots are so far
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
The one enemy type causing me the most problems. Not very sturdy, however, so it's always a good sign. Oh, I see you. Sneaky lads. Oh my. Definitely good to use a little more health. Oh right, it's the flick you mentioned yesterday that got some Twitter bots riled up. I still find it kind of funny because it almost looks like a legitimate account. But given the speed with which it reacted to your post,
The Putin machine.
no way that was not an automated response. I believe it's an actual human when it comes to K-pop, because Lord knows there's plenty of people to consider their favorite pastime scrolling the internet looking for hateful comments against their favorite band and playing devil's advocate. How many did you get in total? 2 or more?
Oh yeah.
Pigs or cops? I didn't even notice the guy. What a douche. Sitting there and camping all this time. Dude, sweet. Just what the doctor ordered. Besides, some health kits. kinda rude of me, but if you're taking a gun with you to the toilet, then, you know, you got it coming to you.
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
They sure don't call back on the mob spawn. Plenty of things to shoot. Including these freaky things, which are basically HR Giga material. Go back to System Shocks, you freaks. Look at those guys there. Having a good time.
Dodge this.
Oh, wait a minute. We got the blood thing of powering up our shot. Well, kind of worked. You know what? I'll take it.
How do you like your ribs?
So you guys know that feeling that when you have a little too much free time on your hands, your mind begins to drift away, and you start having these dumb ideas floating through your brain? Well, when I was on my way back home the other day, I have thought up a new and ingenious way to teach kids sex ed. You know, the old-fashioned birds and the bees, storks bringing babies. Forget all that. I have come up with such a new, revolutionary, contemporary technique that it's foolproof.
Oh yeah.
Like when you guys have kids one day and you tell them this metaphor that I came up with, you'll be grateful. So basically the idea is every man has a gun. They all come in different sizes. They all fire different loads. And most men have this desire to find a woman with a suitable holster for themselves. So once a man finds a partner that meets his requirements, they can fall in love, and then the man puts his gun into that woman's holster, shoots his shot, and, you know, life takes its course. And after 9 months, a baby comes up. And there you go. There's the miracle of life. Now you might think to yourselves, listen, Sean, that is the dumbest thing you've said in your entire life. Because why would you shoot a firearm while it's holstered? That seems counterintuitive. And to that I say, well, life works in mysterious ways. And love knows no bounds. Absolutely not. However, like I said, it was just me having too much free time on my hands. And I may have been a little tired, so I let my brain drift off in unusual directions. But listen, hear me out. If we go with this dumb trend of euphemisms, think of all the other possibilities you could come up with for sexual activities. Like, what if two men engage in sexual intercourse? Well, that's just them having a gun duel. Or say masturbation could be polishing your firearm.
Oh, yeah.
I see what I have to do. However, alright. Maybe.
Kaboom!
Oh, there we go.
Wow, that sucks.
Get it because it's a fan? Haha. You know, that was even bad for my standards. And I make a lot of terrible jokes. You know what, maybe you and I, Shelly, we're gonna get along. What's better than a wise ass on a stream? Two smart asses. Don't you just love how Dine fell completely silent to that remark? He knows he doesn't have a counterpoint on deck. Whoa. mechanical centipedes. Not as bad as actual ones. Real life centipedes, kinda disgusting. Truth be told. Speaking of KOF, I need to get that game. Maybe tomorrow once I get from work so I have time to install it and do a little bit of practice. Vanessa, isn't she a top tier in 15? I mean, I still will. Me getting 15.
The quarterback is toast.
Hold on a minute. I feel a sneeze building up. Go, better. But as I was saying, me getting 15.
This isn't really the type of ventilation I specialize in.
What's that supposed to mean? Also, let me finish my trail of thought, damn it. Me getting 15 does not mean that I'll skip on Ultimax. In fact, I am very interested in trying it out.
This isn't really the type of ventilation I specialize in.
Ultimax getting rollback is one of the most random announcements I've seen lately. It kind of baffles me that they did not just announce the get-go from the box. Like, I don't know what exactly they were waiting
really
for.
The type of ventilation I specialize in.
Announcing it just now.
I like the way you die.
Oh yeah, I forgot BB Tag was also getting rollback implemented. When is that happening? Not that I care because I have no intention of playing the BB Tag, but... Case in point. Case in point. really did, huh? Well, as someone likes to say, perhaps it's for the best. Where do these little guys keep crawling from? Oh. Well, that's no good. Steady now. Oh, they've been giving me grief. These little fuckers are crawling all over the damn place. Let me hear one more little guy. Somewhere. Oh. Oh my.
Talk shit, get shot.
You know what? They almost remind me of the head with legs from The Thing. That is such an iconic scene. And man, has it aged well. That entire movie is a masterpiece, and I sometimes toss that and The Shining as my all-time favorite horror flick for different reasons. Like, if you ask me to narrow it down between the two, it'd be a tough pick, for sure. Stick to this bad boy for a while. Got the most ammo for it. It's over here somewhere. Whoops. I know what's coming, and I dread it a little bit. You cannot defeat me with Paramis... assume alone? No idea what that means. Okay, I see where this is going. I mean, being on one hit point will do that to you. Maybe I should save a nade for those guys. That helped for sure, but there's still plenty. Oof.
Oh, I don't think that's covered under warranty. Oh my god, the quarterback is toast.
Her death scream almost sounds like a cultist death scream, but at a different pitch. Oh, I need that. Thank you. Seven secrets. Well, there's something back there behind the fan. How would I get to it is a different story of its own. So I can squeeze through? Nope. Maybe we'll need some explosives to tear it down, but I don't know if I'll have any nades in the area.
Are you on your knees yet?
Oh, hell yeah! The two wielding Uzis got me in. As overdone of a bad adversary dual wielding a pair of revolvers is, I still find it cool. Especially if you do a little obligatory flip every now and then. It's gotta be done. This music definitely reminds me of another video game, but I'm having trouble recollecting what it could be. Okay, I need a bit of breathing ground. Ironically, still starting bit is probably the best camping point.
Oh, looks like a blue light special.
Follow the Sim Skull.
Sorry about the mess.
Not gonna lie, their death icon at the bottom left cracks me up every time.
Sorry about the mess.
It's definitely like looking at the Lucio Fulci. That person. Like, this is the kind of cadaver that just had its skull caved in with the power of a bare human
looks like
fist.
a blue light special.
You ever just get stared down by an undead priest and he causes you to puke all of your entrails out? Hate it when that happens. Man. Man. Good times. Oh. Does Twitch allow the eggplant emoji? Now's your time to shine, if so. Yep, there you go. It's not quite the veiny equivalent which you can sometimes find on Discord servers, but it's the best we can put out.
Gotcha.
Okay, key card. They really went all out in the level design. The boys at Void Point. Look at all these asses, these nooks and crannies. That is a lot to take in. Really going for that staple build engine exploration game.
Dance, fucker, dance.
Fast movement, fast pace gunplay. Just the way I like it.
I don't think this story has a happy ending.
Oh my. Oh my. I am going to avoid this establishment because as a Christian, I feel that I may lay my eyes upon sights I should not be bearing witness to. Instead, I am for sure spending 3,000 American dollars on a Voodoo 2704? That's a steal. With a P5 chip, 3 times Pentium speed, killer refresh rate, blazing fast PCI bus. Make your opponents cry. You know, I could totally see this happening. Even at McDonald's. Like, just look at some of the monstrosities these guys put out in the past. It is not beyond their scope at all. Not gonna lie though, some of their new burgers, like the one with chicken nuggets on it, I'd gobble that shit, dude. That actually looks tasty. Just apply the postal dude mentality. This could be good for me, but man, does it feel good. Okay. Going down? Where's the flying cars? Come on, you can't have a Blade Runner-esque setting without all the flying cars. Actually, it feels a bit like Jedi Knight in places, like this open cityscape with all the platforming. But good God, let's not hope that we do have Jedi Knight here platforming. However, Jedi Academy it's definitely on the plate. It might happen at some point. Because as much as I'd like to do the older ones from the series as well, those are a pain to set up on modern systems. So until an optimal build of the engine comes out that could play those without giving me too much grief, then Jedi Academy is like the closest installment from the franchise I can look into. Love to get all those goodies. Here at the build engine, we like our explosions. We believe in the Michael Bay school of design. Pretty sure I mentioned this before, but to me, it doesn't really matter what kind of engine shooter is using, so long as it feels good to play. Be it Doom, Build, even the Pain engine, although, you know, after 3 games with a painkiller, I might be a little sick of that line of coding. Just a little bit. Doors. The ancient enemy of mobs. Worth it. We'll come back here. Burger. Can eat it though. Probably shouldn't. It's not Castlevania where you can just pick food items off the floor or dig it out of the wall and they're still perfectly edible. Don't worry about it, it's an ancient preservation technique. Passed down for generations in the region of Transylvania. I wonder what kind of gun these bows are using. It seems like a crossbow kind of firearm. Oh. That was an awkward transition. The secret stash. Gotta thank Dick for leaving all these valuables behind. Good guy, Dick. The closest thing we have to jump pads. Speaking of those, when's the Quake online lobby? I don't care if it's classic, Quake Free Arena. I am down to clown. Ooh. That was a bad lag spike. Yeah, I've noticed that even running this in OpenGL, which supports graphics card compatibility, it does have a little bit of performance spikes every now and then, but that's, I would say, more of the build engine's limitations. Like, it's definitely being pushed to the limits here. Indeed, we never did. But I suppose the online is still well and alive. The re-release surely brought the scene back to its feet. Here we go.
We're done when I say we're done.
Pistol headshots, you betcha. Okay. Definitely got the jump on me.
Sorry about the mess.
Lovely. You know you're playing an old school shooter when aiming directly down at enemies on the lower level from you is nigh impossible. Let's see here. This situation calls for more gun.
Nice.
Why is there even an electrical outlet here? Don't worry about it, it's just my work habits kicking in. I walked to a place I've never been to, and inadvertently I start paying attention to the electrical installation, and anything that seems off in my eyes. Okay, this is a bad room to be in. I just saw what Frosty posted, and this is my reaction. I hate how double male extension cords have become a meme. Because that's just cursed design by nature, and the fact that people have tried to sell it unironically is mind-blowing. Like, yes, I would like to commit suicide by touching the live end of this fucked up extension. If you ever just want to end it all real quick, connect one end to a socket, throw the other one to a full bathtub, and, well, there you have it. Didn't really need to go down here again, but I guess if you want to backtrack, there's the option to do so. Oh, that's a new enemy type. Speaking of Quake, that was a Quake-ass design right there. What if we took the floating snake man and gave it guns? Get a lift here. Ooh. Free generators, got it. This is a neat little segment in terms of verticality. Like, look how easy it is to just swoosh from one bit to another. And without stumbling on the terrain. I could go to the giant gaping hole, which opened up just now. Seems like it's the only reasonable way to progress. Ooh, some real performance spikes in in this bit. Like, geez. The game really just shugged itself right now. Better pull out the manual save just in case. Wait a minute. You gotta make sure. No secrets here. Classic. It ain't the build engine. Without shit blowing up every 5 minutes. Oh, by the way, Frosty, any intention of getting Shadow Warrior free? It's just come out. Apparently, it really doubles down on... It's another take on the new Doom formula. And that is absolutely fine in my book. Totally understandable, my man. You got a lot of gameplay ahead of you, I can tell. Probably double the 50 hours, at least, what you've already put in. Hey, Lucius. What is up, my man? How are you doing tonight?
Seems like someone's a little behind on the bills.
I need to be here, yes. Big bills, hell scars, bad deals. Cars that break down. Fees. Guaranteed. Right, so that's 2 generators out of 3. I just need to find a second one. One was there, the other one was there. Could be somewhere around this portion of the map. Already been up there. Let's look around here. Ooh. Okay. This is new. Oh, okay, you submerge with crouching. Well, that's nice to hear, my dude. Any plans for tonight? What's on the agenda? Is there a breathing mechanic in this game? Does our intrepid, badass protagonist? Yep. She runs out of air. Okay. Now comes the bit where I fumble around, confused, looking for the last MacGuffin required to proceed. Said MacGuffin being power generator number 2. Get to here, perhaps. There's a window here. Or have I been there already? Yeah, it seems like you go from climbing up there. Busted. Most mysterious indeed. Oh, here it is. Whoops. Well, on the good side, I know where to take my steps now. On the flip side, however, I have these guys to deal with. Nothing a little double Uzi can handle. Sayonara, suckers.
The old GDF Academy's nearby. Time for a shortcut.
That doesn't quite tell me anything,
Fits like a glove.
Shelly, because besides that little one-panel comic we saw in the intro, we have no idea what's going on story-wise. But again, do we care? We just go and shoot things, because it's the right thing to do. It is always morally correct.
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
It's just not the same without Tommy's stellar voice acting. Hello there.
State of the art, bang bang.
Despite all your rage, you are still just a rat in a cage. I will enjoy your demise.
Get that fucking jalopy out of here.
Okay, now I kinda cringed internally at that Smashing Pumpkins reference. It's like the first major open area encounter we've had. Oof. Could be a little tricky.
Despite Despite all your rage, you are still just a rat in a cage. I will ensure your demise.
Get that fucking jalopy out of here.
Ah, so this is the weapon those red dudes were using. It's got a kick for sure. That's why I've been saving all those explosive shells for situations that require drastic measures.
Assembly required.
What the fuck is the blast radius
Despite
of
all
those
your
rockets?
rage, you are still just a rat in a cage.
Quick. Escape from the crappy dialogue.
Get that fucking jalopy out of here. Imagine the future, cause you're not in it.
You know, I can kind of imagine Duke Nukem facepalming himself as he's listening to these amateur one-liners. This trick was meant to be his sidekick, by the way, in Bombshell.
Now you gotta keep them separated.
I can hear. Get him, girl. You gotta work on your stick.
Oh, you throw quite a party.
As soon as that,
Despite all your rage, you are still just a rat
Yum, yum, yum.
for your demise.
Get that fucking jalopy out of here.
we'll listen to this exchange as many times as it takes. I know it's growing on you guys. Damn, I haven't heard abandoned this bad since Star Ocean 4. Was it Star Ocean for what's the game with Nappy Time again? Because I might be confusing franchises.
I like the way you die. Keeping machine.
Who would have thought Circle Strike to answer it now? I could use some healing right about now.
Say my name.
Oh my god, there's so many of these assholes now. No response. Good.
Go puck yourself.
Fluster Pug. Well, that could have been useful like a minute ago. Oh, who am I kidding? I'm probably one of those people who will use mines in their shooters that last. What do you mean to tell me I've got options? Let me just whip out my shotgun instead. Two secrets, is it? Let's see if I can find them. Short level all in all. It's just a giant gauntlet. Here in the building. This is the way I came in. Oh, hello. What do I have here? whatever it is this panel does. This time activated. I'm not sure, honestly. Oh well. Zone complete. 2 secrets of the 31, jeez. Don't you just adore when a game is condescending towards you? Are you man enough to find all of these secrets?
Someone's already here. Guess I'm late for the class reunion.
Do you have enough credit to 100% this game?
We're done when I say we're done.
Oh my!
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
Here's my opinion so far, based on the few hours that I've played this game. I find Shelly to be a whatever character. Like, you can clearly tell who she's supposed to emulate, and she's doing kind of a so-so job in that regard. But the game she's in currently, it's pretty damn good. It's a treat to play. I like the gunplay, I like the level design, the enemies are pretty cool. It's a by the books, solid shooter so far. Which is why I'm willing to forgive some shortcomings. Because, let's face it, we're not playing this for the story. Given bombshell ratings, I like to think that this was 3D Realms' apology later to their audience, but I don't know, do I really want to dive into bombshell to verify my suspicion? Dude, there's been some intense roadworks going on lately. Right across my house. And I can pretty much smell the new pavement from behind my window. These guys don't they'll pretty much crack on from 9 PM to 5 in the morning, and they get the job done. Also, you can enjoy a new and improved road. Get it from one place to another.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Gotcha.
You know, there's one thing I haven't checked. There is no dedicated melee button, which is a shame because that's a missed opportunity for pistol whipping.
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
We got a lot of keycard hunting to do. The old rule of 3 to be exact. Of the suspected colors, which would be yellow and blue.
Dodge this. We're done when I say we're done.
Now, where's gonna be the first one to open up the entire sequence of progression? Group quarters. No go. Hey, physics. Now that's what I call immersive gameplay.
consumer models.
Oh, that's a cute little lighting effect. Right, blue, blue, blue. Where was the blue there? The shooting range, well, that's just this game in a nutshell, or should I say, bombshell? Eh? 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 High score, baby. It's indestructible, by the way, so no cool minigame. Love a power trip? Do you have violent tendencies? Are you prone to angry outbursts? Enlist today, GDS.
I'm sorry, but the doctor is out. You'll have to make an appointment at the Institute.
You know, this Dr. Breen copycat is kind of a douche. More so than the original one. Also, no thank you, I'm already part of something great. The EDF. Man, I should really try and get the boys together for another EDF session. Those are always good times. Shit. It's trying its best. Feather stairs. The greatest obstacle of them all. Well, besides doors. She's gonna blow. Any minute now. Of course.
Talk shit, get shot. Oh yeah.
It should be a run straight for the exit. Yes, I'm pretty sure I got all the keys.
Imagine the future, cause you're not in it.
See what the point of this little area here.
Everything's blocked. Time to improvise.
The timing on that. Oh. That was a brilliant comedic moment. Oh. Time to imprint.
Talk shit, get shot. Nice.
You're the one to talk shit as you get blown up to smithereens. without even getting to finish your shoddy one-liner. Grenade. Just nicely. Brother. Outplayed. Let's scenarios and music as it was.
Everything's blocked. Time to improvise. I like the way you die.
What the fuck? How did you... Do I get to drive the thing? That'd be pretty rad.
Everything's blocked. Time to improvise.
Yeah, he generally gets stuck on the door.
We're done when I say we're done. Looks like I'm getting tanked tonight after all.
Going for the low-hanging fruit, are we? She and I really are soulmates. I imagine I get into the tank now.
Oh yeah.
Sure am.
Tear down this wall.
Another brick in that wall. She ain't gonna go for the obvious jokes. I certainly am.
Tear down this wall. Tear down this wall. Sorry about the mess. Now you
Gentlemen.
gotta keep them separated.
Capital of Penance.
Oh, someone's gonna pay for this massacre.
She says that with such a disinterested tone that it totally kills the line.
Clean up on aisle your ass.
Goodbye. Oh, we got turrets? Yep. We got gun turrets now. Yeah, I could knock out one more level before I call it for the night. I got an enemy.
Oh, someone's gonna pay for this
Well,
massacre.
someone's gonna pay for this massacre. Double Uzi just mows down this flying monstrosity, so that's my go-to against them. Surefire solution. Gotta gear up.
Oh yeah.
Good thing they're kind enough to drop mini stim packs. That increases my survivability marginally,
I like the way you die.
but anything that improves my odds at this point is more than welcome. One sec. Allergies kicking in. Need to apply the spray. Need some health kits. Pronto. Ask and you shall receive. If you could kindly throw me another bone game, that'd be splendid.
Putin machine.
Suckers. With high armor count, definitely carrying this run so far.
Oh, you throw quite a party.
Interesting how the lighting works now here. Well, there you go. 3 different filters next to each other.
Some assembly required.
There's so much to this level, but I'm not really getting to explore it because encounter around every corner. Here's the exit. That much at least we know for now. Yellow. It's gonna be another one of these.
You just signed your own death warrant, asshole.
He didn't even say anything besides letting out a slight war yell, whatever that was supposed to be. What is this, Series 7 now? Get goodies, unlock the enemy closet? Oh, there's a key card up there. That was the one that Reach said key card.
Nice.
What else do we have here? Ah, we have into the shooting range. Red or yellow? Red or yellow? Both highly suspicious colors. But I'm gonna go with yellow. Modern problems require modern solutions. And by modern, I mean for a 20-year-old engine.
Say my name.
Oh, I can actually shoot these. Go figure.
I like the way you die. Dodge this.
It's like that one bit in San Andreas, but way more intense.
Worthless consumer models.
What does that even mean? What does it even mean?
Talk shit, get shot.
I generally thought this was an explosive tank, but it just kind of exists. It returns to its natural state, like perfect rubber. What kind of future tech are we talking about here?
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
Oh, come now.
Nice.
4, 3, 2. What is your major malfunction? And one more somewhere. Where's the last one? If I don't get them all now, I'm gonna have a fit of anxiety. Wherever this last one is, it's pretty well hidden. Running, how you doing tonight, my dude? Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
Arigato, Mr. Roboto.
Right on cue. Oh, dude. Play fighter? Nice. Are you gonna get someone to play that with you?
Future, 'cause you're not in it.
Gotcha. Anything in particular in mind, or just like arcade mode for a bit and talk smack? The fun factor. Well, you'd think that the fun would come in from playing it with another person, given it's a fighting game and all. But, I mean, you know, it's Playmation, so at least it's got that much going for it. It's a novelty. Sonic Spinball. My man out here doing game reviews like it's 2007 again. Have expected this climb to be much more annoying than it turned out to be. So, kudos for that void point.
Oh yeah.
Good old build engine models. Dude, I wanna ride a giant mech again. Serious M4, some your mayhem has spoiled me. Hello, gentlemen. I bring you...
Oh, I don't
Death?
think that's covered under warranty. Come on.
Oh, you know that wall's gonna smash in and something's gonna drive in. I just know it. To me, one of the scariest enemies so far is the Quake-esque flying snake man with the nade launchers. Just because of how quickly they can wreck you. Whoops, you just pressed quit. I'm sure it was just an accident. No, it really wasn't. What are you doing? New game is up there, bud. So, yeah, this is gonna be Iron Fury for tonight. Pretty sweet. A little, too forced humor at times, and fairly one-liners. I've heard worse, but it could have been better. Like, she really needs Duke to come in and teach this gal how it's really done. But yeah, we're gonna come back to this at some point, because first impressions so far so good, and looking forward to playing more of this game in the near future. Uh, might roll in with a stream during the weekend, but if not, beginning of next week, if time allows. Alright, everyone, thank you for sticking around, and see you all soon. Take it easy.